The AEK has been a staple of the Battlefield franchise for a long time now, and it's always been a dominant rifle and an easy choice for competitive Battlefield players, as it boasts incredibly high DPS with minimal recoil. It made a reappearance in Battlefield 6 as the Cord 6P67, which is an updated variant of the AEK 971. But is it any good in DICE's newest entry? When I first looked at the stats, I wasn't that particularly impressed. I was also told by a friend that the recoil was horrendous, but they couldn't be any more wrong if they wanted to. After finally unlocking the gun, I was incredibly surprised at how good this weapon actually is. Starting off with the stats, the weapon has a base damage of 20, making it the lowest damage in AEK since Battlefield 3, and the lowest damage in AR in the game. It also has a fire rate of 900 RPM, the same as its predecessors. The Cord 6P67 has a BTK of 5, which translates to a TTK of 267 milliseconds. It's not the fastest TTK AR in the game, but with the heavy barrel attachment equipped, it gives the weapon a lower than usual spread in sustained fire, making it really easy to stack your shots at longer ranges. However, with its average muzzle velocity and no way to increase it, you will need to learn how to lead your shots at further ranges. The AEK has a wide range of attachments to improve the weapon's base stats, but we'll go more into depth of the attachments later in the video. But in full honesty, I think the thing that matters the most is that, does the gun look cool? At first sight, I thought the gun was incredibly goofy, and I still kinda do. The gun overall just has a weird shape to it. However, once you unlock the Unstoppable Force skin for mastering the weapon, it improves the overall look of the weapon dramatically. It has this copper shroud with a topographic pattern, which is damn sexy in my opinion, but that's just me. You be the judge. Overall, I give the base weapon a 5 out of 10 and the Unstoppable Force skin an 8 out of 10. The gun sounds pretty damn good too. I think DICE overall did a pretty good job at making this weapon sound really mean, but I don't think it sounds as good as the Battlefield 3 one, but it sounds much better than the Battlefield 4 one. I mean, it just sounds boring when you compare them. Overall, the sound of the gun is a 7 out of 10. Now, to get the best performance out of the weapon, these are the attachments that I went for. For the muzzle attachment, I used the converter, and this is because it helps with the horizontal recoil and grants a more stable vertical recoil pattern, making the weapon easier to control overall. For the barrel, I used the heavy barrel, as this improves the weapon's precision. If you don't know what the precision stat does, this effectively improves the weapon's spread in sustained fire, which in my opinion is something you should definitely use. For the grip, I opted for the low profile stubby grip. It's expensive, but it's the grip that offers the best control overall. For the magazine, I went for the 36 rounder, as this is the best mag that I can afford to use. And lastly, I mainly use the Mini Flex 1X, as this is the cleanest sight in the game. I did sometimes use the holographic and the ROS sight, depending on the map. But the sight is overall personal preference, so use what you like. Now, this build isn't necessarily meta, but this is what worked for me. Now, I do think this weapon really favours aggressive playstyles, and I think it's the best way to use it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it can definitely hold its own at range, but do you really want to stand and hold a flag when you're going against a weapon that will definitely outperform you at range? I think this weapon is best suited for capping flags, but use the map to your advantage. Use parts of the map that will force the enemy into close range fights on your way to the flags. Understanding a map's layout is more important than you think when using certain weapons. Always get into the enemy's faces, but at the same time be cautious of your ammo, as you will be reloading a lot with this weapon and you will always want to be at max capacity, because you never know, a full squad could come around the corner. The AEK has been in a lot of Battlefield games, going all the way back to Bad Company. It's always been a competitive weapon because of its low recoil and high fire rate. Its overall damage has been messed around with a lot over the years, but I think it's safe to say that Battlefield 3 definitely had the best variant in the franchise. It was overall the second best weapon in the game, beaten by the M16A3, but it was still widely used by a lot of competitive players in the community. Battlefield 4 was a different story, as it was the most popular AR in the game because it just outperformed a lot of the other ARs in the game. In the Bad Company series, the weapon was mostly forgotten about as it was the beginning weapon of the game, but I honestly don't remember if it was good or not. What do you guys think? Overall, I think the Cord is definitely one of the best assault rifles in Battlefield 6, and that sometimes the weapon felt kind of broken. The weapon was just so easy to use at every range. However, because of its damage drop off, it just does not have the ranged knockdown power that some of the other assault rifles possess. Overall, I am giving the Cord 6P67 an 8.5 out of 10. It's a mean weapon with solid stats and is definitely one of the easiest assault rifles to use right now, making it a solid choice for crutch players. That's all I have to say about the Cord, so please enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Right below. Oh shit, attack cover.